What's going on, everybody? It's Teal, aka Board of Education. That's BORED of Education, education with two I's. Also, the author of Queen's Accent. That's available now on Amazon. Also available at championqu.com. That is the website of my nonprofit organization, Champion QU. And if you're interested in like learning about what I do on the ground, everything is on there, from my annual adult kickball game, my annual trunk or treat event in Baisley Park in South Jamaica, Queens, my just whatever. Just look on that stuff. Movies in the park, civic duty, just all of that stuff is there, right? Just to get an understanding of who I am and that I am a person that is outside. But this is not more serious. I wouldn't say that. This is just as serious. I'm here as a representative of my community and a person that is not here to code switch. I'm not on the internet to code switch. I don't have a YouTube voice. I don't have one of those overly exaggerated voices that annoy the hell out of me on YouTube. I'm here talking to you the same way I talk to the homies. We have a problem with authority. We have a problem with government. We have a problem with politics that needs to be addressed. And I think I'm the person that could address it, but I need y'all to come through and listen. I need y'all to pull up on me and listen, because it's getting far, far, far away from us. And we checking out. We checking out in a place where we need to tighten up, especially on a local level, especially on a state level. But on a federal level right now, we have things that are going on that people my age are not paying attention to. And I know this for a fact because I'm trying to talk to people about it, and they don't know what the hell I'm talking about. And that bothers me a little bit. It actually bothers me a lot a bit, right? Currently, we have the confirmation hearings of all of Donald Trump's cabinet picks. If you don't know what cabinet picks are, if you don't know what the cabinet is in government, right? And we're gonna make this real normal. It's not gonna be like the classroom, because I don't like teaching like that. I never liked teaching like that, and I don't think people like learning like that. So every president has a cabinet. I don't know why it's called a cabinet. I never paid attention to that. But the cabinet is pretty much the group of people that are in charge of these different departments. You have the Department of Education. You have the Department of you have Housing and Urban Development. You have the budget. You have all of these different things. All of these different things. Transportation, infrastructure. All of these different things have people at the head of them, and they come together with the president. So as much as the president is important, the cabinet is also important, because these are people that are at the top of these specific things that run the country. So just recently, the defense secretary um was was nominated by Donald Trump. His name is Pete Hegseth. No one really wanted. I mean, no one. I'm not gonna say no one, because he got appointed. A lot of people did not want him to be appointed, but he was nominated by Trump. He went through confirmation hearings. Then he got appointed. He's confirmed, and now he's the Secretary of Defense. Even though during these confirmation hearings, they were asking him about his drinking, his cheating on his wife while he had a newborn baby, or while his wife was pregnant, about his drinking and violence and stuff like that. These things all came up during the confirmation hearings, and I was trying to talk to people about them, and it was like, yo, we not like, I don't know what you're talking about. Who's Pete Hegseth? Everybody seems to know what Project 2025 is, or the idea of Project 2025, but then they don't want to go any further. So I went a little further. I don't talk about Project 2025 the same way other people talk about Project 2025, because they gonna swear that Project 2025 doesn't exist. So I'm gonna act like it don't exist also, but we're not gonna act like the things that were in it don't exist. So right now they're trying to confirm one of Donald Trump's picks for um to oversee the budget, pretty much. I forget the exact term. His name is Russell Vought, or Vote. It's Vought. And he's one of the main authors of Project 2025, main contributors, whatever you want to call it. He's a big part of Project 2025. Even though they keep denying it, you know that this dude feels this way about these issues because he's part of that group that structured Project 2025. Now, they can deny it all they want, but the confirmation hearings is where these things come out, right? He got interviewed by Bernie Sanders. He got interviewed by Senator Kaine and all of these dudes that they're not playing with him. They asking him these straight up questions like, you think that this is this? You think that that's that? You think that's that? So that's what I came to bring to y'all. But before I bring the confirmation hearings, I'm going to bring a short piece. This video is 26 minutes, but I'm only going to bring like, I'm going to chop it up. I'm going to chop it up. I'm going to bring the intro and maybe one person, and then I'll come back for the second part because I don't really like doing long videos like that. And this intro is already mad long, but I needed y'all to have an understanding of where we're taking it. This is the beginning of the week of the 27th. So I'm here. This is 7 days after Donald Trump was inaugurated, and we got certain things that we need to pay attention to. So check this out, and then we're going to talk about it in the intro of the next video.
Now, we all know that a good number of Donald Trump's nominees are very, very troubling. But this guy is he's probably at the very top of the list in terms of how dangerous he is to working people and to America.
I'm an ad-lib too, by the way. So if you hear me in the background, yeah, that's me. And yeah, sometimes I want to blurt things out. I don't want to stop the video entirely, but working people are my people. So I just wanted to say that, but also wanted to let y'all know if y'all hear the voice, that's me. All right.
Mr. Vogt is the godfather of the ultra-right. He is the chief cook and bottle washer for Project 2025, which would decimate the lives of so many Americans. Here's some examples. Remember this chart from last year? I liked it so much we're using it again. See, they have ripped out paper and these exclamation points, and just look at them.
He's mad excited about ripped up paper. Like, it's just a graphic.
Less pay for more work.
That's the generational divide.
Department of State and World Bank rejects bipartisan solutions to fix our border, opens the floodgates to big money and foreign influence, and repeals the $35 insulin cap, abolishes the Department of Education, eliminates Head Start, paves the way for a national abortion ban, you name it. It's a parade of horribles, and this man is being put in charge. He's at the levers of power to implement these dangerous, dangerous proposals.
Also, before we go on, I don't want to stop the video too much. I'm gonna let it rock after this, but another thing about me is that I am a expert in Head Start, and I have a long history with Head Start. I consult with Head Start programs. I partner with Head Start programs, and I'm currently writing my doctorate dissertation on the Head Start program about the two-generation approach to learning, because the Head Start program is a program that was implemented to basically to teach the parents while they teach the children. So, the children have their classrooms, but there's also a social worker on staff that's called a family services worker. They have a whole family services department, and there's a coordinator and family workers that have one-on-one sessions with parents, and they go out into the community and they find partnerships with the parents. That's what I do professionally outside of my nonprofit organization. So when Donald Trump talks about getting rid of Head Start, I just spent a good half a decade on studying Head Start. So it's sort of like that bothers me because, I really believe in the program. I believe in a two-generation approach to learning. But on the bright side, this is what our people do. If Donald Trump gets rid of um the Head Start program, then it just opens up the ideas that the Head Start program to someone that's an expert like myself, and we could develop our own two-generation approach to learning type of program. So I just wanted to put that out there.
As you know, the OMB director holds one of the most critical positions in the federal government. It affects every federal agency, every local economy, every town, city, every American family. So someone in this position has to understand what working families in America need. All the things Donald Trump said on such a high percentage of the things Donald Trump said on the campaign trail and promised would be undone by Project 2025. If American people, each American knew what was in it, they'd be aghast that the man in charge is now being put at the levers of power. Project 2025 did so many bad things that it's hard to slash Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid, eliminate Head Start, cut
All right, he's
SNAP,
repeating himself, but listen,
let drug prices go up because he
OMB,
won't do
when he
anything
says
against Big
OMB,
Pharma.
that
His
is the
vision
Office of
isn't just
Management and
reckless,
Budget,
it's
and that's
catastrophic.
what Russell Vought was nominated for.
This man, I believe, I met with him yesterday. I asked him, tell me one thing in Project 2025 that you reject. He couldn't name a single thing in this parade of horribles. So he will do all of that. And then, of course, he's one of the masters. He's been leading the charge on impoundment of funds. This unelected man who's from the hard right extreme, far away from even what most Republicans espouse, could decide what funds that we allocated could go forward, could be used. So as dangerous as what he said in Project 2025 is, and as dangerous as giving him the ability to have a say in what the administration does in all those things, the danger of impoundment is equally bad. He could just say, I don't like this program, I'm not spending the money on it. And then there'd be years of a court case to decide. So this man is an appalling nominee. I hope our Republicans on the other side will just see what this guy's all about and decide they can do better. I wish President Trump would look at what the guy proposed, so opposite of what many of the things Trump tried to say in his campaign. Our North Star is to ease the burden on American families, to make them pay less for things, to have more dollars in their pockets, to have better lives. Nothing could be further from that goal than picking Mr. Vought as head of OMB.
All right, so also, the director of OMB, the Office of Management and Budget, does not have the authority to say, I don't like that program, it's dead. They actually have to it has to get passed through Congress and stuff like that. So they have, like you learned when you were in school, there's checks and balances, so not one person could come in and just start wilding. You have to have the person that's in charge, and that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get this dude in charge, and then they're also trying to get control of Congress. And I'm not sure if they have control of Congress already, but I feel like they do. If they have control of Congress and that they have control of the Senate, which means they have more Republicans in the House of Representatives, or more Republicans in the Senate, then it makes the job easier because you have more votes. The more votes you have, the easier it is for this dude to do the things that they want done. If you don't have the votes, you don't have the people, then you don't get it done. So the scary thing about all of this stuff is that Donald Trump nominated this dude, and he might get confirmed. We still don't know. He's still going through these hearings. If he gets confirmed, then he makes these decisions. Let's say to get rid of Head Start, because that's what I'm most interested in. Is if he gets rid of Head Start, then he says I want to get rid of Head Start, and then Congress has to say, all right, cool, yeah, get rid of Head Start. I don't see many people agreeing with the idea of getting rid of Head Start. But Head Start is a huge budget item. So if you get rid of if you're not spending money on Head Start, if you're not spending money on the list of other things that he just mentioned, then there's more money in the budget for other things. And those other things you have to figure out whether you like the other things or you don't. And that's why it's important to pay attention to politics. I think he's finished. I watched this already. I don't do blind reactions. I usually watch things 2, 3, 4 times before I present them. But I'm gonna listen to what he's saying. And if he presents somebody else, then I'll just stop the video.
Senator Murray.
Yeah. So he's done. Yeah, so I need y'all to pay attention to what's going on. This is not like something that you are not a part of. You're a part of this because, well, at this point, it's not in your hands. But it is important for you guys to pay attention because if you have representation, well, everybody has representation. You have representation locally, and you have representation from your state. You need to let your voice be known, let your voice be heard, that you don't agree with these things so that they know what to do. If you don't let your local officials and your state officials know what to do, then they can't inform federal policy. And if you don't participate, then they just do whatever they want. And we can't let that happen. All right? I'm gonna run it back. I'm coming right back with the second part of this video. And then I'm gonna get into maybe two confirmation hearings, and I'll run through those. I like the Bernie Sanders one, and I like the one with Senator Kaine. So those will probably be the ones I do today. I have another video idea that I want to do today, but yeah, let's just tap in. Once again, it's Board of Education. That's BORED of Education with 2 eyes. Add me on Instagram, like this video, subscribe, comment, do all of that YouTube stuff that, you've been taught to do. All right.